Okay, good morning. So, let me start with given that some of you asked me about the exam dates, and I would like to make a summary about our progress. We are 28, we are here, okay? So we are almost at a half of what is scheduled here, but I think we miss 3 hours. I miss, 3 hours here. Let me just see, 3 or 4. I think if we stick on this calendar, as you may remember, just 1 second, I want to count them. Okay, these are 44 hours. So if we stick on this calendar, we close at May 27 plus 4 hours, which May 27 is Thursday, so we need 1 more week after this. And I think it is a Thursday, let me see. May 27. And just 1 second. So May 27 is a Thursday, so is a Monday, sorry. Thursday is 30, May 30, and then Monday is June 3rd. So if we stick on this calendar, we finish on June 3rd. If we plug in some additional lectures, we can shorten the calendar, and I can make the exam before the end of May. So my plan is we cannot add any additional lecture up to May 2nd. In May we could. Are there any afternoon, morning, during the week when you are free? And so let me make just a check. For instance, if we add 1 hour to each lecture, would this be possible? Meaning on Thursday from 11 to noon, are you free? Thursday, everybody? Okay, Monday, what about Monday from 11 to noon? Yeah, even Monday? No, Monday not? Monday not, okay. Thursday, is it free? Okay. Up to 1 p.m. is free on Thursday, 4 hours. Would that be fine for everybody? Because a possible solution could be that on Thursday, when I plan the exercise, we make 4 hours, 2 hours of lecturing and 2 hours of exercises. And if we get, for instance, May 2nd is, I think it's a Thursday, just 1 second. Yeah, it's a Thursday. So we could put 2 more hours on May 9 and May 16, and in this way we close at May 27. If we add a third Thursday, we close on May 23rd. This is completely up to you, and we don't need to decide today. So we could say that on May 2nd, May 9, and May 16, we make 4 hours on Thursday, and we close on May 23rd, which is Thursday, and then on May 27 we can make the first pre-exam. This could be a possibility. If you don't like to make 4 hours on Thursday, no problem at all. We can just we can move forward 1 more week, and then we close on June. So I'm just telling you the extremes. One extreme is that we make 3 Thursday with 4 hours, May 2nd, 9, 16, and then on May 27 we have the first exam. We close on 23rd, May 27, first exam. The second extreme, the opposite extreme, is no more hours on Thursday, and then we close on June 6, Yes, no, June, let me see, because it's complicated. It's, yeah, June 2 is an holiday, okay, but it's, okay, we close on June 6, and in this way, just 1 second. 27, yes. No, okay, we close not on June 6, but June 3rd, and on June 6 we make the first exam. This is the opposite extreme, which means that we follow the regular calendar, regular from timetable. We close again on June 3rd, June 3. June 6 we can make the first exam. So these are the two opposite extremes. In between, of course, we can schedule one Thursday, two Thursday, and we anticipate 3 days for each of the additional 2 hours on Thursday. Is it clear to you? Yes. Okay. And can I just make a poll just to help you to support? Who would be in favor of making 3 Thursday, the first extreme, and then scheduling the exam on May 27? 3 times Thursday, 4 hours. Who would be in favor? Who would be against?
Because we have I have lectures from 12 to 2.
12 to 2 on Thursday. This is a bit of a problem.
But it's okay in the end. The majority is okay, no problem, because there are YouTube videos where I can follow too.
So it's no problem for you?
Yeah.
Just think of the fact that of these hours that you are missing, 2 of them will be, you would miss 3 hours, and 2 of them would be exercises. So it's not a big miss. Okay, and who would be in favor of sticking on the traditional calendar, on the usual calendar, and making the first exam on June 6? Just you. So there is not, and you. There is not a clear majority. Okay. So let me.
Can we make a plan for example, for Thursday from 2 to 4? Because we have class from 12 to 2. After 2.
Yeah, I think 2 to 4 is
No,
fine.
I have class.
4
I have
to
class
6.
too.
I have class as well.
From 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't have any problem, but we have lectures on from 9 to 11, so on Thursday. I don't have any problem on planning lectures on Friday in the morning. Are you free on Friday morning? No. Thursday morning, Tuesday morning, are you free? Tuesday afternoon? Tuesday morning, busy? Busy. Tuesday afternoon, busy. Monday afternoon, busy. Okay. Anyway, it's not really, I mean, to me it doesn't matter. And I can easily teach until June 2nd and making the first exam. At this point, I would say that we wait for the first exam date. So I think it's June 10. So if we stick on the usual calendar, just pay attention, please, because otherwise this is important information. Can you please pay attention? If we stick on the traditional calendar, instead of June 6, I would postpone the first exam to June 10, 11, the first date, official date, okay? Because it's pointless that we anticipate 4 days and we make an unofficial appeal, okay? Okay, so we don't need to decide today, as I said, just let me know. The alternatives are exam on May 27 with 3 Thursday, and exam on June 10, 11 with the traditional, the calendar as business as usual, okay? No problem for me, absolutely. We can discuss whenever you want. We can also decide it later in April, whenever you want. Just let me know. Okay? So, we have an exercise to complete, and I hope that almost everybody of you has a PC. If not, if you can please join and together. And did you attend the first lecture of exercises? I hope so. So everybody of you should have the Po River Flow series already within R. Last time we got to the stage where we plotted the series, and now very quickly, given that I don't have it uploaded, very quickly I follow the steps that we already followed together because I need to upload the series. So, and this is an opportunity for those of you who didn't attend, if any, to follow me. So, the exercise is estimation of the flow duration curve. So I click on it, and then I get the exercise. There is a PDF file and the text file, which is what I'm interested in. And then I open a R window. Sorry. And I upload the series. So, okay, and I plot it. Okay, so we got here last time. This is the plot. And this is the instruction that I used to plot. Okay, I think this is the stage where we got last time. Good. Now we have to compute the flow duration curve. On the website, on my website, there is a suggested R file. What does this mean? There is a text file that you can download with the instructions, the R instructions that you need to input into R in order to plot the flow duration curve. Ideally, you should be able to work without referring to a pre-prepared set of instructions. But I think that it's a useful help for you to open the text file, so you already have a list of instructions there, and then we run them one by one, commenting each of them. So I kindly ask you to open the file. This is an additional help. Of course, in a real-world application, in a real-world design project, you don't have a pre-prepared list of instructions. Okay, let me open it then. I go to my website, suggested R file here. You see over there. Let me close these lights. So you click here, suggested R file. It should open straight away. Okay. So this is the file, the text file with all the instructions. So let's have a look at it. So first of all, what you see up there, the first line, is preceded by an hashtag. It's preceded by an hash sign. What is preceded by an hash sign in R? It's a comment. You know that comments are extremely important in softwares. Keep in mind that when you write a program, because keep in mind that this is a list of instructions, a list of instructions is a program. A program, a PC program, a computer program, it's a list of instructions, nothing more. It can become complicated because this list of instructions can include complicated instructions, but it's just a list of instructions that you can run one by one or all together. Now we start running them one by one. So this is already a program. When you write a list of instructions, it is extremely important that you write comment. I suggest you that each line is commented to explain what you are doing. This is because when you write a program, it becomes something that is not easily comprehensible. You see this list of instructions here. It's not easily comprehensible. And if you don't comment line by line what you're doing, after 1 week you don't remember anything. This is a classical problem. One writes a program, after 1 year you need to go back to the program to run it again, and you don't understand what you did. Because it is something that, as I said, can become very complicated. So don't forget comments. In this list of instructions you don't see many comments. I suggest you that you make comments. Keep in mind that today engineers and researchers are increasingly requested to share information, share data, share programs. The reason is that there is an increasing pressure on open access, sharing information, etc. As you know, it becomes in some cases a legal requirement. And if you share programs and they are not commented, it's impossible for other people to understand them. Okay, so comments preceded by an hash sign. The second line is the instruction that we already ran. It's the scan of the text file to get the data. Fine. Now, we start with the construction of the flow duration curve. So let's focus on the first line here, on this instruction. Duration is equal to sequency from 1 to 32,850. Okay, let's write this instruction in R. First of all, here you see that the time series is called river flow, not as I did here, Po river flow. So I want to change the name of the time series. So I remove the previous one and I repeat the scan of the file. In order to repeat the instruction, I went up with the arrows to recall back previous ones. If you don't follow me, please interrupt me, okay? If I don't see any reaction from you, I assume that you are understanding everything, okay? Okay, so duration is equal to SEQ, which means sequency, from 1 to 32,850. What does this instruction mean? In doing so, by using the function SEQ, sequency, I am building a vector that ranges, includes 32,850 elements from 1 to 32,850. And this is my duration. It's a duration in absolute terms. It's the number of days of the period. I need later to express it in relative terms, in percentage. Okay? If you want to check what happened, you may plot the vector from 1 to 10. Look at what I'm doing. I have displayed the first 10 elements, from the first one to the 10th, with this punctuation there. Of course, I could put any index there, like 11, 23. In this case, the elements of the vector are equivalent to the index of the vector, because the vector goes from 1 to 32,850. Okay, good. So my duration is created. Good. If you plot it, sorry, of course you get a straight line. because the elements of the vector are equivalent to the index of the vector. Okay, now you see that here there is the expression of the duration in relative terms. Relative is obtained by dividing by the number of years of the time series. So let me write it in R. Duration is equal to duration divided by 90. First, note that I can work on the same vector. I can transform the same vector. So I wanted to take another version of the duration vector by overwriting the previous one. And therefore, I used the same vector name. In doing so, my duration vector, which was extended from 1 to 32,850, I expect that now it's extended from something close to 0 to 365. Let's see, mean duration, max duration. Okay, good. I divided by the number of years, and therefore I obtained the duration from 0 to 365. If I wanted to get the duration expressed from 0 to 1, I should have divided by 32,850, of course. It's up to us if you want the duration in days or in percentage terms. Okay. Now we need to plot the river flows against the duration, but before plotting I have to order them from the highest to the lowest. So let me go back to my sequence. And you see that there is here an instruction which I am selecting. River flow 1. So I'm not overwriting the vector river flow. In this case I'm changing the name, because I want to keep the original river flow vector. River flow 1 is equal to sort. It's a function. So I open the round parentheses and I give the argument. The argument is river flow, the vector to be sorted. And then I specify a second argument, which is decreasing equal true, which means from the highest to the lowest. So let me write it. River flow 1 is equal to sort river flow decreasing equal capital T. Let me see what. Don't understand. Let me see. Just 1 second, I check decreasing. Okay, let me see. Here there is something that goes wrong. So let me just check with the help. Question mark sort. Okay, let me try with decreasing equal true. Okay. I go out from it. I don't think this is the solution, but let's try. No, now it's fine. Okay. I think this is a change that was introduced recently, because I'm quite sure that up to last year the capital T was enough. Now we have to put true. And therefore I have to change the example file in my website. I'll do that. Okay. And now I think it's just enough that we plot duration, river flow 1 type equal 1, sorry, L. Sorry. Okay, I repeat it. Let me check the graph. And here is the flow duration curve. Just 1 second. Okay. We are there. Yeah?
For some reason I can't find the polymer flow. Even if at the beginning I wrote polymer flow equals to scan and so on. And
It was successful.
yes, because it says red,
Yeah, okay.
and so on items. But then it says polymer flow.
Let me see. Thank you. Okay, not found, but I think. Okay, here there is. Be careful of river flow. Okay. But you removed it here because okay, yeah, you removed it because you followed my
I
instruction.
didn't realize what
Yeah.
I've done.
Because I wanted to change the name, so I removed the.
So how was it called finally, so I can rename it?
River
to
flow.
say river flow.
River flow. Can you raise your hand if you got the plot? Who didn't?
I'm sorry. Why did you divide the duration by, I understand that you divide by 365 days.
Yes, because it is usual practice in Italy to express the flow duration curve with duration from 0 to 365, which is the duration of 1 year in days. And of course, it's just a matter of agreeing on how to rescale it. In this case, you get an indication of the average annual flow duration curve. But if you want to get it from 0 to 1, no problem at all. Just divide by 32,850. Is it clear?
Okay, because I was thinking now we have 365 days, but I didn't realize that the vector is composed of
9 years.
yeah, we have the same amount of like from 1 to 3,000,
32,000.
32,000.
Yeah, it's now it's from 0 to 365, but the number of points is still 32,000. Okay, but you can get it from 0 to 1. It's no problem. It's just because you know, in Italy we use this way of displaying it. Just let me check what is written in the file so I can see whether, yes, okay. Okay, let me now, before moving forward, so we can also wait for did you get it? Not yet. Okay, but so before moving forward, let me explain to you how it's possible to run this program that we followed up to now. Again, a sequence of instructions is a program. Let me show you how to run this program very quickly. So let's suppose that now, let me go to R. Let's suppose that now I remove everything, okay? I start from scratch. Okay, so I don't save my workspace, and also I remove from everything from my directory. I think it's okay. Now I start R from scratch, and there is anything there. There is nothing there, okay? I don't have any variable, nothing. Okay. I go to the website, to the sequence of instruction, and just look at what I'm doing. I'm selecting the instruction that I used up to now. In order to select them, you know how to do it. With the mouse, it's easy. You put the cursor at the beginning, and then you keep the left button pressed, and you select it, okay? And then, let me copy what I selected. Right button of the mouse, copy. Good. Now, I go back to the R window. Right button, paste. Okay, that's it. So cut and paste allows you to repeat, to run the program.
So when we paste it, it's just in one comment.
Sorry?
When we paste it, it is just in one comment.
In
It's
one?
not line by line.
But did it work? No? So let me see.
For her, it was not working.
No, that works.
Actually, because in her computer, it was not working.
Works or doesn't work?
Now here.
Ah,
quite stupid.
I didn't delete the previous one.
Ah, okay.
They make me delete it and
Okay. Fine. Could you repeat it? You can avoid to remove everything. It is overwritten. If you don't remove, just try to cut and paste the sequence of instructions, because this is very helpful, of course.
How did you clear the workspace?
Control L.
control option.
Oh.
For the control option. Command option.
This is very useful because if you get some programs already done on the web or on my website, you don't need to write again line by line. You can just cut and paste. Of course, there is a downside. The downside is that you have to understand what you are doing anyway, because by cutting and pasting, you run the risk of missing what you are doing, missing the meaning. This is something that you should never do, because as an engineer, if you miss the meaning of what you're doing, this is extremely risky. When you use a computer program and you make a mistake and you